Mr. Slug, that's my can of Coke. Thank you. You can have the rest.
Say you're leaving now, that don't mean a thing. You tried so very hard, but you can fly on broken wing. Say you're leaving now, that don't mean a thing. What it comes down to is nothing's really carved in stone. What it comes down to is no one wants to be alone. I can fly, touch the sky. Didn't want to risk the fall, didn't want to try.
Bananas.
All I say, face to gray. I could be a better man.
Right. It's in my chuck. Alrighty. Full speed ahead. Finials are great for practicing your delicate toolmanship with the likes of a skew or a spindle gouge. Start off making thick, bulky finials, and then as you get more and more confidence, start getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And that's round. I just want to get rid of some of the bulk down this end before I take the tailstock away. I'll take my big tool rest out now so that I can get in close with the smaller one. Take the tailstock away now. I'm going to get my smaller skew. The way I do these now, everyone does finials differently. I work from the very end. If I'm going to sand it, I'll do a piece, sand it, move back, sand it, and do it that way. Because as it gets thinner, when you've got a real thin top on it, as you get back here, it starts flexing and bouncing. So you want to get all your sanding and finishing done before you take away the bulk as you get further back towards the chuck. Remember, the chuck is spinning there as well. The whole thing is that we're supporting the end of this piece when we're working on it. Okay, so to start with, I want to bring down the very end. Because I want a very sharp point on the end. And you're just taking small bits away. Don't try and get over zealous with the amount you're taking off. The good thing about a sharp skew is you should have a nice shiny finish with your finishing cut. Now I've got an edge there to work with. I can do my final cut on the very tip of the finial. Like so. And then I want to start cutting into here. Now this is going to go really thin all the way up, and then we're going to have like a pear shape, kind of a third of the way up. So I can start taking some of this away. Now again, you're going to get vibration The trick is to keep supporting that wood and just peeling back the wood like a pencil sharpener, really. And again, I'm using my hands to support as a steady rest. Gentle cuts. Yeah, that's it. Always remembering to keep the tip of my skew at right angles, 12 o'clock away from the piece, and shear cutting all the time. As soon as I turn that skew any bit, it's going to catch. And when you're going this thin, there's no mercy. When you get a catch, you get a catch, and that's game over. I'm about 4 mil all the way up to about 3 mil at the base of, and you can see it's starting to flex at the top. It's kind of doing this vibration thing. So I can't do any more with the tool at the end there. We're a bit rough here. I just want to clean up the pear shape a little bit. It's kind of up to you, the design you go with. I'm going to go with maybe, I'll go back cut in here. I'll bring the bottom of my pear in quite deep. This is just, what is this? 100 grit. And you just support it again with your finger. Just to give you something to push against. Use your finger and thumb as a steady rest on the very end. Okay, so now we're going to start working back this way. And I'm going to take away some of the bulk by using the very tip of my skew. And the skew is on its flat. Can't take too much. I need to take a lot of this bulk away here, so I'm just going to work to that edge that I've just made. Now before I go too thin back here, I need to clean this bit up here. So I'm supporting both sides of where I've just made that slot. And get the shape here, supporting the skew with my thumb as well, so that I've got control all the way around. Just going back to the line that I just made. It's kind of a reference. Before I get too thin again, support it and start taking away this. I want a smooth transition from that cup just to the bottom. I want to just start cutting this away. I like that shape. So we've got a slightly bigger version of the cone that we've got on the top, trying to keep it all symmetrical. I'll put pictures of the finished finial up on Facebook and Instagram so you can see it up close. It probably won't be too well finished. Because I'm kind of reducing the amount of sand in just to get the actual turning done for you. Clean that off again. Just a little wispy wisp. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to go with that being the middle of my tier. So the same amount of wood will be right there. So I need to reduce this. Okay. Right, so now I need to bring this side down as well, just to get my proportions right. And the closer you get to the chuck, the more solid the wood is. It doesn't need as much support. Just going to touch my skew up because you can see there that it's peeling the wood away rather than cutting it now. So I need an edge back on my skew. Always be careful with the first cut when you've just sharpened. Get used to how it feels against the wood again. I'm so sleepy, yeah. I'm so sleepy, yeah. I can lay my head on a piece of lead and imagine it was a springy bed. I'm so sleepy, sleepy. Soon I'm gonna slip away. In the night I will be falling, falling. I like a really, 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 really shallow bevel on my screws. Almost like using a knife. As you can see, I'm using just the last inch of the skew. I'm not even holding the handle. I'm literally just holding the end of the skew and using it like a knife. Okay, so I like that. Let's get that a little bit there. Right, I think I'm going to finish it up now at this end. So what I do is I bring this straight back here. I'm going to put a little detail cut where that transitions, like so. So now it's just a matter of doing the base here. Clean this up here. And down into a cup. Oh, that was my first catch of the finial. Really don't want catches now. Okay. Nice little clean cut to the bottom of that. And now I want to put a line in there, a line in there. It's like a little honey pot at the bottom. Is the best way to describe this shape. So now obviously it's going to be going on something round on the top, so I want to just bring in a concaved base to it. I'm using the very tip, just taking it in so that the base is concave. Now I'm just going to use my parting tool just to make a spigot to go into the top of whatever it's going to go in. And again, I leave it quite small. That way it will fit into any size lid. That's that. And then I'll just get the 1/4 inch skew just to clean up the very, very inside. And continue with the concave. And that's pretty much a thin finial. Now you can see, can you see it? Is the camera showing how much it's vibrating at the end here now? You can straighten it up a bit, but you'll never be able to sand that because you get a catch. I'll just run the sandpaper along these little bits that I've done here, and then we'll call that done. Now I'm just, like I say, I'm just going over this with a bit of 100 grit. And then it's just a matter of parting her off. So support and boom, just like that. There you go. Is that showing up? Maybe not. Here you go. I can size the very, just before it goes to the tip, and we're down to 2.5 millimeters at the very end.
Say you're leaving now, left don't mean a thing. You tried so very